Hey traders, this is Rick with your Futures Trading Coach After Market Update for the live trading alert call room. Today is Thursday, August 2nd, and I'm going to let you guys know what we did today. Today in the room we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possibilities, 3 in the NQ, 1 in crude, and 1 in the ES. They were all winners. We had a power play, we had a death candle trade, we had a playground trade, we had an RS, and we had an exhaustion trade today. There were probably 5 other trades we didn't take that were all winners as well. Some of them pretty powerful, but because they happened right at the news or we were done for the day, we just we didn't take them, we didn't call them. And as usual, there'll be more in the afternoon, so there's always tons of trades. But I'm going to run through just real quick here what we had. Again, in no particular time order from left to right, we had a power play in the S&P, 2802 quarter. The trade made about a 1.5 before the news. Again, those who were in the mentoring, hard to kind of stay in if you're not in the mentoring. If you could stay in, great. If you had to re-enter, it would have been a little bit difficult, but certainly somebody could have stayed in if they had more than a couple contracts. In a risk-free situation, we are allowed to hold through the news as long as we're in a risk-free trade. And you see that trade went up. I mean, it still was going up, but you certainly could have gotten a decent amount out of that. Then we had again, NASDAQ, we had a death candle trade in the NASDAQ, and that was around 54. Trade went down to 45, made well over 30 ticks. I told everybody that might be an area right here where we have to watch and they need to close below. It never did, but he made 30, 35 ticks for sure. We had an RS right here, made 40. In fact, I put my target right here and said, look, if it gets below here, it's probably coming to 78 or negative on the day. Doesn't have to go any lower than this. Again, the circle was here when we got in the trade before it ever got down here, and you'll see it bounced off of that and went all the way up. We did not reverse. We don't do that in the room. And then we took a death candle trade short here that made another about 40 ticks or so from 33, well, not 40, 30 plus ticks. And then in the crude, we got short on an exhaustion trade that made 20. Up to 20 ticks there, up at 68.20. You'll see that went down right to 68, a little lower than 68. Boom. Very painless. In profits and a couple candles. And again, I said this may be just 15, 20 tick minimum. It may continue on up. We had to see what happened and needed to close below 68. It never did. And so again, give clear instructions in the room on what you should do, what you could do, or what you should expect or could expect. And look, we're going